Hello and welcome. It is Thursday, September the 1st, and this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. We are continuing the story of Moses in the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verses 11 through 17. Here's the word of the Lord. One day, after Moses had grown up, he went out to where his own people were and watched them at their hard labor. He saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his own people. Looking this way and that, and seeing no one, he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. The next day he went out and saw two Hebrews fighting. He asked the one in the wrong, "Why are you hitting your fellow Hebrew?" The man said, "Who made you ruler and judge over us? Are you thinking of killing me as you killed the Egyptian?" Then Moses was afraid and thought, what I did must have become known. When Pharaoh heard of this, he tried to kill Moses, but Moses fled from Pharaoh and went to live in Midian, where he sat down by a well. Now a priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came to draw water and fill the troughs to water their father's flock. Some shepherds came along and drove them away, but Moses got up and came to the rescue and watered their flock. And this is the word of the Lord. The article today is titled God's Way, Not Ours, and it's by Stephanie Malcolm. Here's what Stephanie writes. When my husband and I first started dating, we disagreed a lot. Our disagreement stemmed from him treating me how he wanted to be treated, and me treating him how I wanted to be treated. Over time, we began to realize that while our intentions were good, we needed to approach each other differently. I began to ask him what he needed in situations, and he did the same for me. Through this, we learned what the other needed rather than assuming we knew. In this story, Moses sees the pain of his people and wants to help. Coming from a place of power, he does not understand why the people are upset that he killed their oppressor. It is only when he flees into the desert and is confronted by God that he sees a better way to free people. How often do we, like Moses, run ahead of God, thinking we know best on how to help people? Just because we have good intentions does not mean we are following God's will. Like my husband and I, we do what we think God wants instead of stopping to ask God. The first step in helping should be to pause and pray. The hymn today is "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus" by Louisa M.R. Steed. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know, thus saith the Lord. And from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 3. For by the grace given me, I say to you, every one of you, do not think of yourselves more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment, in accordance with the faith God has distributed to each of you. And this is your daily devotion for Thursday, September the 1st. Have a blessed day.